60 years ago, when the Flying Tigers flew over Tengchong town, local people were immersed in jubilation. They believed that the Japanese could not dare dispute the Flying Tigers' ascendancy. It was the townspeople's wish to do whatever lay in their power to assist the American pilots. When the American planes were downed and the soldiers' lives in peril, the Tengchong local people tried their best to rescue the pilots. The townspeople did not take stock in the government's considerable ransoms allotted for those who assisted the American pilots. They did not even know the names of the pilots they saved and abetted, but stories of the people's genuine affection for the Flying Tigers were handed down generation after generation in this town. Within this tranquil courtyard, Duang Shenkui fiddles with his collections. His father's stories have become a part of his precious collection. He told us that his aim was to preserve history for more and more people could cherish. Of all his collection items, his most favorite is this peace pigeon made from American bullets and the broken rudder of an aircraft. They are like a little hammer hitting the chords of your heart.
我收藏的这个的话呢，就是一个是这个飞机的这个方向舵，方向舵的话呢，就是在我们这个古东的这个草坝这点美军的 B-25轰炸机步行在这点的话呢，就是这个坠落，坠毁了以后的话呢，就是留下了这些遗物一个是飞机这个方向舵从今天来看的话呢，已经是这个相当破旧了。
The pilot swarmed in his cabin. Farmer Fan Shaoan and Fan Zhengcai rushed to the plane to extract the 3 pilots from the plane. They fed the injured pilots egg whites until they came around. The pilots by radio summoned a small plane for help, but the field was not long enough for the plane to take off. The 8th plane hit a tree. The 2nd plane came to rescue the pilots. To enable the plane to take off, local villagers completed construction of a runway in their fields within 5 days. One day in May 2000, Mrs. Lisa Fondley visited Jietou village. She was there to express her appreciation to the people who helped her father. In the early spring of 1945, William Fondley in his P-38 aircraft crashed in the rice paddies near Jietou village and then caught on fire. Farmers in the village came to his rescue and escorted him to Tengchong town safely. William Fondley was able to return to the village where he then died. His daughter helped to make his dream come true.
My father, when he was a pilot during the war in 1945, was, by his own account, a brash, arrogant young man. He was good-looking. He was very self-confident. He was flying the fastest plane the United States had at the time, with no guns, which was even a more masculine thing to do. And so when he had this emergency landing in this place, it was the first time in his life he was helpless. And these people who he had never met, who he could not communicate with, their generosity, the way they made sure he felt safe right away, that he was not in any trouble, offered him food, gave him the best bed in town, guided him back to Ting Chong, changed his life. It was the first time it opened up somehow the compassion in him.
The old man told Lisa the story of the plane crash so vividly, since the incident took place in his own field. A section of the engine of the plane that William Foundley flew is now a bell hanging under the roof of Jitou Primary School. When Lisa saw the bell, she said to herself, "Dad, I'm so proud of you. Your plane, like you, is now devoted to education. This is the best home for your P-38, and this is your greatest honor." The sound of the bell resounds through the village like a touching melody.